Hey guys, I'm Megan. Welcome to our series where we are learning about the fruit of the Spirit. We are so glad you are joining us this week. In this series, we are learning about how we can grow the fruit of the Spirit as we grow in our relationship with Jesus. To help better understand this, we are going to sing a song about the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Let's sing it together.
Neighbor looks sad, tired, or confused. When a friend is mad or said something rude, God gave us some seeds that can grow into fruit. A life full of love, grace, and truth. I got love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. God's love shown to all the world. When my neighbor looks sad, tired, or confused, when a friend is mad or said something rude, God gave us some seeds that can grow into fruit. A life full of love, grace, and truth. I got love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. God's love shown to all the world. I got love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. God's love shown to all the world. I got the fruit of the Spirit. Yeah, the fruit of the Spirit. I got the fruit of the Spirit. Yeah, yeah. I got love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. God's love shown to all the world. I got love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. God's love shown to all the world. God's love shown to all the world.
That was a great song. That worship song teaches us about how we can use the fruit of the Spirit to show others God's love. These qualities develop when we have a relationship with Jesus. As we grow closer to Him, the fruit will grow inside of us so we can show others what God's love looks like. Now we are going to watch our Bible story where we learn about a person in the Bible who lived out one of the fruits of the Spirit. Let's check it out.
Slapstick Theater. Lydia. This is Lydia, who worshiped God and was a dealer in purple cloth. One day, Lydia was with a group of women by a river.
Oh, hey!
Paul and Silas came and started speaking to the women. As she listened to them, God helped her to understand and believe in what they were saying.
Oh, wow!
She and her whole household were baptized. Lydia asked Paul and Silas to come and stay in her home.
Okay.
Paul and Silas stayed with Lydia many times, as she always opened her home to them.
What a great Bible story. This Bible story helps us see an example of how we can have the fruit of the Spirit. Remember, Each of these qualities grows in us so others can see what God's love looks like. Now it's time for You Direct, the ultimate video competition where you kids have the chance to compete and win prizes for fame and glory. Let's watch Ariel and Katie as they showcase this week's finalists of the You Direct Awards and teach us about the fruit of the Spirit.
Katie, check out this good jacket.
Nice, looking good, Ariel.
Thank you, that was good. I like that. Yeah, good.
You know, these videos have been really good.
Yeah, they have been good. You know what? Yeah, this You Direct series, the You Direct Awards, has been very good.
It's making me want to go have a good lunch.
Okay. Yeah.
And then after that, go see a good movie.
Ooh,
with
a good
some
movie.
Good
Popcorn. Good popcorn. I got it. Yeah, good. That's awesome.
You Direct Award, Fruit of the Spirit. Short films directed by you. Worldwide premiere. The You Direct Award.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the You Direct Awards. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ariel.
We are going to be looking at You Direct videos coming in from young directors all over the world.
And like we learned last week, each video will focus on a particular fruit of the Spirit.
And we also learned last week that fruit of the Spirit is not food, but things in our life that show we have God's Spirit in us.
Okay, got it. Let me see if I can remember them. Okay, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I nailed it, yes!
Yes, way to go. That was good, like really good. Did you practice?
Yeah, I practiced a little bit. I had to get good because this week we're talking about goodness. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. I see what you did there. I think you could have been a little more creative on your transition, but...
Okay, goodness is treating others well because we have Jesus in our hearts. We can show God's goodness to others by being good.
Now let's take a look at this week's Goodness finalists.
Good.
The nominees for Goodness are Violet Victoria from Irvine North,
Chloe and Caitlin from Irvine North,
and Jared and Anton from Aliso Viejo. Wow, those are some amazing submissions. Now for the fun part.
They sure are. Each week we will choose another category winner. On the last week of our competition, after all the category winners are announced, we will crown the You Direct champion.
And the You Direct champion will win the grand prize, which is a brand new iPad.
Oh, that's so awesome. Before we do, we need to call out Pastor Sean to help us reveal today's winner. Give it up for Pastor Sean.
All right, everyone, today we're talking about goodness. Remember that goodness is treating others well because we have Jesus in our hearts. In our Bible story today, a woman named Lydia showed goodness to Paul and Silas by opening up her home to them. Now, Paul and Silas had to have been exhausted from traveling all over the land preaching the good news. By sharing God's love with others, Paul and Silas showed us what goodness looks like. Now, Lydia wanted to show the goodness of God that God had put in her heart by helping Paul and Silas. And the best part, she just used what God had given her to meet their needs. Now, only God can be good all the time. But when we have Jesus in our hearts, we have all we need to share His goodness with others. Now, we can show this goodness through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Now, may I have the envelope, please? Oh, yes, dude. When they're getting the envelope, I'm gonna get me an In-N-Out burger. Well, something's in my burger. Oh wait, that was a good one, guys. It's actually the nomination for the goodness category. Guys, it's Chloe and Caitlin from Irvine, North California. Good job, guys. Hey, listen, we actually have Chloe and Caitlin here via satellite. Chloe, Caitlin, are you guys there?
Hi, Pastor Sean. We're here. We're so excited.
Awesome. Guys, do you have anything you want to say?
Yes. I would like to say some stuff that my mom was such a great actress and she helped us bake the wonderful brownies. My sister and I also got along, so that was awesome.
I can't forget to thank SK for giving us the opportunity to do this video, and most of all our Lord, because He helped us get through it and helped us come this far.
Thank you.
Well, again, congrats, Chloe and Caitlin. Now, let's check out and watch their award-winning film.
bake some brownies. And you want to help me?
Sure. What are you doing, Chloe?
I'm playing the best video game ever.
Night.
Chloe, you gonna help us?
No! I died! Oh, it's ready! That's so good!
Well, I don't need it anyway. It's okay. Here, you can have it.
Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Gosh, Caitlin, I can't believe you're giving me the last brownie and I didn't even help you. You truly have goodness in you. I have an idea. How about we split it? Oh, here you go, Caitlin. You can have the bigger piece. I feel even better showing goodness to you.
Girls, leave anything for mommy?
Yum! Those brownies look awesome. Now from Chloe and Caitlin's video, we got to see a wonderful example of what goodness looks like. Even though the younger sister did not help with making the brownies, the older sister still offered to give her last brownie. But then, the younger sister was so touched that she wanted to split the brownie with her sister. In the end, they ended up showing goodness to each other. Now, just like we heard earlier, we can show goodness to others by making choices that are pleasing to God, by helping those in need, or by being kind to the people around us, even when they're not kind to us. Showing goodness to others isn't always the easiest thing to do, but God promises that He will give us the strength to do what is right through the fruit of the Spirit. Now, it's time for me to throw it back to Ariel and Katie. Love you guys, and we'll see you back next week. See you later.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of the You Direct Awards. Remember, the fruit of the Spirit grows inside of us so that we can show others what God's love looks like.
That's right. And this week, we want to challenge you to find ways to show goodness in your thoughts, words, and actions.
All right, well, I'm Ariel.
And I'm Katie.
And we'll see you guys back here next week for another episode of You Direct
Awards!
I don't know about you, but I feel like I understand it so much better now that we have unpacked this week's Fruit of the Spirit. Now it's time for us to test our knowledge with a quiz. Super Snail Sam is here to help us expand our knowledge. If you know the answers to Super Snail Sam's questions, make sure to shout it out as loud as you can. Let's go ahead and join Super Snail Sam for our Fruit of the Spirit quiz.
Gentlemen, imagine a world where the laws of physics no longer apply. Where house snails can have the speed of a cheetah and the strength of 1,000 men. The time is now. We have the technology. We have the capability. We can make the world's first Super Snail. Super Snail Sam! Better than he was before. Better, faster, stronger. Laser vision, super speed, the ability to speak. Super Snail Sam! What does the word goodness mean? Is it telling good jokes? Eating delicious food? Or is it treating others well because we have Jesus in our hearts? That's right! Goodness means to treat others well because we have Jesus in our hearts. Great job, guys. How did Lydia show goodness to Paul and Silas? Was it by singing to them? Washing their feet? or opening up her home to them? That's correct. Lydia showed goodness to Paul and Silas by opening up her home to them. How can we show God's goodness to others? Is it by being good? By name-calling? Or yelling, "I love you," at strangers? That's correct. We can show God's goodness to others by being good. Awesome job. Super Snail Sam.
Great job answering those questions. Remember, when we make the decision to follow Jesus, He will help us have the fruit of the Spirit. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.